Hey, welcome to the Loving God and Loving Life Devotional. We're in Matthew chapter 17, where Jesus is transfigured before his disciples on the mountain, and then he predicts his coming death and pays his taxes miraculously. He gets money out of a fish's mouth to pay his taxes. We pick up here in Matthew 17, 6 days later. Jesus took Peter and the two brothers, James and John, and led them to a high mountain to be alone. As the men watched, Jesus' appearance was transformed so that his face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as light. Suddenly, Moses and Elijah appeared talking with Jesus. Peter exclaimed, "Lord, it's wonderful." And then he says, "I'll make 3 shelters as memorials, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." But as he spoke, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and a voice from the cloud said, "This is my dearly loved Son, who brings me great joy, and listen to him." We have this amazing story because if you remember just last chapter, Peter had been strategizing a way for Jesus to get to the top, without sacrifice. And so we see Peter being called Satan last chapter. And now the very next event is God sending or taking Jesus up this mountain, and Moses and Elijah appear to him. Now, Peter thought he had a way to get to the top without sacrifice. Moses and Elijah come and speak to Jesus, and these are two men who know exactly, they have lived their lives, and they know exactly how tough it is to get God's mission done. In fact, Moses died outside of God's promised land because of the difficulties he faced. Elijah's most famous story is after this big event, calling down fire on the mountain. He went and was so depressed that he was literally suicidal, as he just got so discouraged because things didn't go the way he thought they were going to go. Well, God chooses these two to come to speak to Jesus, and the Bible tells us in the Gospel of Luke chapter 9 that they were actually talking to Jesus about the crucifixion, about his departure from the earth, the Bible said. Well, they had a little bit better perspective, and they were there to encourage Jesus about finishing that mission, and again, talking to him about his departure. They knew what it was going to take. And gang, that is just so powerful, that if we'll commit to do things God's way, yes, there's going to be some sacrifice involved, but if we'll do that, God's going to send us the support we need. Now, I doubt it's going to be Moses and Elijah, but he's going to send you people who understand. He's going to send you people to help. And not only that, he ends by God himself saying, "This is my dearly beloved Son." When we commit to live God's way, to do the hard stuff, God's going to send you the people that you need, and he's going to speak encouragement in your spirit. You're going to hear the Spirit of God confirm his love for you on the inside of you, and you're going to find all the encouragement that you need when you commit to do things God's way. Hey, every day we're going to pray for one. We want to live our lives on God's mission. So let's pray this. Jesus, send us one person today to share your love with. Remember this, gang. The only way to live a life that we love, loving God, is the only way to end up loving our lives.